Hello friends, welcome to the GDB tutorial series. Today is the first lesson, the beginner lesson. We're gonna go over the simple commands. I'm not gonna show you any complicated seg faults, corrupted memory, or anything like that. We're gonna debug just the smallest program in C++, compile it, debug it, go step by step, and it's gonna be pretty easy. Alright, let's debug our program. What do we have? We have main.cc, our file, and a.out is our executable generated from that file. Alright, let's run our executable. Boom. Alright, so our executable is about this guy named Johnny. Johnny is a good kid, he graduates high school, then he goes to college. In the college, he's been really active. He goes to library, yoga studio, mountains, dorm. Then the problem is, after he graduates college, he finds out that he's a father. He doesn't know from who, but he finds out he's a father. And Johnny, being a good kid, he went to college with a lot of condoms. And even after graduating college, he had 94 condoms left. So he has no idea how he became a parent, how he became a father, basically. So we gotta help Johnny, right? There's clearly a bug in the program. Alright, let's try to figure out where the problem is. Alright, let's open our main.cc and see what's in there. Alright, so this is the simple C++ program where we have a struct called guy that will represent our guy Johnny, and what the guy needs, what guy consists of, right? It's a simple class. So we need age, then number of kids, number of sexual partners throughout the life. By the way, did you know that in a poll conducted, I think, in the United States, it was that the man had 3 times more partners than women. The man was saying like, oh, we have like 15 or something, and the woman was saying like, oh, 3 to 5. I don't know if that's true. The man could be just bragging, and woman could be just lying, saying it's too little. Okay, so the other important part that every guy should have is condoms, right? You should always have some condoms with you because it's dangerous out there. Okay, so this is our constructor. Our constructor only takes age of the guy. Everything else is set to default. Okay, and every guy starts with 0 kids, right? And no condoms, and empty set of partners, unfortunately. Okay, so we have this other function called add condoms, where we can add more condoms, so somebody can give it to the person, and then somebody could ask him like, hey, how many condoms you have left, and we have an accessor for that. All right, this is the most important function called sex. So basically what happens is somebody can call Johnny the method called sex and pass a name of the sexual partner. So if Johnny has less or equal to 0 condoms, it means like he has no condoms left, then there's a possibility of him having kids, 100% possibility. If he still have a condoms, then the number of condoms goes down, but at least there's no kids. That's how it works. And then always, once you have sex, unless you do it by yourself, but like, let's assume here sex is always with the partner. So then we add the new sex partner to our partners program. Okay, and then this other function called has kids that basically says like whether you have a kid or not. All right, so then there's some other like functions representing our where he goes in college. All right, so let's skip through to the college. So here it's a simple function where it just says how, like, he goes to library, yoga studio, field trip, dorm, and then we return our Johnny boy. All right, so this is our main. Here we create our boy Johnny. His mom gives him condoms, 100 condoms before college. Then he goes to college. And then once he comes back from college, we check whether he's a father or not. And if he's a father, we say, hey, oops, he's a father. Otherwise, everything is happy days. And the final thing is we just say, hey, how many condoms you have left? Nothing, right? So if you look at the program, right, like, Johnny should be all set. Like what happened, right? Like he had, as we saw here, let's run it again. He had 94 condoms left, right? And then we go back and look at our program. In order for him to have sex, he's not a reckless guy. Before having sex, yeah, he always checks if he has a condoms or not. So something has to go wrong. I don't know what. Somehow he became a parent. Alright, so let's try to debug it. Alright, so one thing we should do before debugging it is to compile our program accordingly. So in order to preserve the debug information in symbols, we should pass a -j flag to our G++ compiler. Alright, so then the file name, boom, okay. So now, alright, we're gonna use GDB to debug our program. Alright, so in this case, our program doesn't have any arguments, so we can just right away say something like this, right? This is our program, because, you know, as I mentioned earlier, A that out is our program. So, okay, so we go GDB and our program name. Boom. This is the GDB interface. Yeah, it's ugly, but you know, there's different software that makes it pretty and everything, but sometimes in production boxes, you know, that's all you need. Okay, so what can we do here? So there's the first thing that you can learn about GDB is you can do this function called list. You can basically list what you're looking at, and you can just press enter. Enter, it will just keep executing. When you press enter, it's basically in GDB, it executes previous commands. So since the list was our original command, every time you press enter, it will just execute the same command. Okay, so let's see. Oh, also you can do something like this when you list. You can actually say, hey, I want to see specific function. Sorry, it's main, right? Or like, let's say you want to say, I want to see college. So yeah, things like that. You know, you can go directly and list specific functions. Okay, so let's again list our main. Okay, oops. Yeah, so okay, so we want to start debugging from here, line 85, right? So this other function called the break. We want to create a breakpoint here at line 75 of the main. So we say break main.cc line 75. Boom. So what we'll do, it will just break the execution at that point when we run. Right now we want to run our software. Let's go press run, enter. Boom. It stops at the line that I told you. So where we put the breakpoint, right? It says right here, breakpoint 1. This is our first breakpoint. Right? We can also use list, be like, okay, what's the context here? Okay, again, so what this means, right now we on the line 75. What this means is that this line will create the class Johnny. This line is actually haven't executed yet. So you will get all executed when we go to the next line. So in order to go to the next line, we can just type either next. Boom. So next we go to the line O, we can just type N. It's equivalent of a next. It's just a shortcut. GDB supports some aliasing there. Okay, so let's see now. Yes, so we pass through there. You know, his mom gives him 100 condoms to Johnny. So now we can output this. All right, so now this is the first fun part. Let's go inside the college and see what the hell Johnny was doing in the college. So in order to go inside, we can just write a function called step. Can you guess what's the short for it? Yes, it's S. You can just step in there. Boom. All right, so now we're inside a college. Let's list what's in there. What's in this college? All right, cool. So inside a college, what we see that Johnny goes to library, to yoga studio, to field trip, and dorm. All right, so in one of these places, you know, he got pregnant, right? So we gotta figure out where. All right, so let's go. Let's go to the next. All right, this is library. Let's go inside the library. What do? S. Step in, right? We can just see the type step. Step in inside the library. All right. So what's here? What's inside the library? Okay, so inside the library we print library. Johnny's having sex with Jessica. then nothing else, right? Okay, so that looks good. Let's see. Okay, we go next line, library, then we go to Johnny having sex, then we're exiting this function. All right, so the next one, we back in college again, in the college function. And now we're going to yoga studio. Okay, let's go inside a yoga studio. Boom, we're inside a yoga studio. All right, let's see what's in here. Okay, so we print yoga studio, then somebody's gonna ask if Eddie has a kid or not. Oh wow, so the Martha will have sex with Johnny only if he has a kid. That's very interesting. Okay, let's step through, see what else is there. Okay, so Johnny doesn't have a kid, so as you can see we were going next, and then when it got to the point whether the Johnny is having a kid or not, we just skipped that because he doesn't have his kids, so it's false. Okay, so let's go out. Let's see what's in here. Alright, so the next one is a field trip. Alright, so this is the field trip, right? So let's go inside a field trip. Step in. Okay, so let's see what's there. Alright, so mountains. Kid. Now Johnny's having sex with Jen. Okay, that's fine. Oh, that's good for Johnny. Monica as well. Bob. Yeah, let's just see what comes next. Okay, so we're right here right now. Johnny's having sex with Bob. Then there's a Claudia. So I'm gonna show you another function that is very useful actually. Let's say Johnny had sex with another 20 people here in the field trip, and we don't want to go through all of them. It looks like everything is legit here. So what we can do is actually we can finish the execution of this function and just go out of scope of this function, go back to the college. So what we can do, we can just type finish. Boom. You see, that brings us back to the college. All right, so the last thing left is dorm. Okay, let's go inside a dorm, right? So we go step again. We're inside a dorm. Let's see what happens here. Okay, we're in the dorm. Somebody checks if Johnny has kids. Let's see what happens here. List. Okay, so if Johnny doesn't have a kid, Brianna will have sex with him. Oh, but then Brianna adds kids directly. Oh, because our Johnny struct, our guy struct, actually has kids exposed because it's a struct, it's not a class. So kids is a public class. So Brianna knows that thing is exposed. So somehow he made him a father. And I tell you guys, it's possible. Even if you're gonna use condom. So be careful out there, guys. Alright, so we found our bug here. Let's say we want to finish the execution till the end. So what we can type this command continue. It will just go execute till the next breakpoint. Since we don't have any other breakpoint, we only set one. It will go to the finish. We'll just say continue, and that's it. Alright, so to fix that, all we gotta do is just to remove that kids, direct access to kids. Let's see, what was that? Right here, right? So we just gotta remove this bug. Recompile our program. Happy days. Johnny has 94 condoms left, and it's great job. He's not a father anymore. Alright guys, I hope you like this video. If you like it, just like the button, subscribe for more videos like that. Leave a comment if you have some suggestion for better content. Thank you.